And we'll be watching this man, Jarvis Landry. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Steelers and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess. They could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Allen. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
On the return, it's King. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 2nd-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, good move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Ravens at 4-11 on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And the pressure gets to him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, out comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
to
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11" Landry.
They'll run with Hall.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll give the Steelers a first down.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
Throwing on first down is Allen. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And the numbers from a week ago for Jarvis Landry. 9 catches, 111 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Allen on third. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Ravensons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
They'll roll him out right.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Fields.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fields.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this 1st quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Well, now how about this return?
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others,
it's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Allen. And he's got it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 19 yards on the pickup there. And now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Hall. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive stays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And it pushes way forward to about the 32.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run the option left.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On second down, here's the option. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the option left is Fields.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go option to the short side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now it's Fields.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Cook. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Fields going to hold on to it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, and to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, this one grabbed by A.J. Green.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system. So that
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Hilton.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And caught, right side, Green.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Allen now looks to throw. It's caught outright by Graham.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Ball again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He's got Smith here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, this is Barkley.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Meanwhile, Fields throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Back to the air. Fields on second down.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Throwing on third down. Fields. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
The kick by Gold is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And it looks like Steeler football. It is!
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make. that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now Allen. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Darrell Taylor able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup more here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. It's that receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They went with the run-pass option. I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Fields now to throw.
Complete. Smith has it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, Those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Now Hall to start the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Allen. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's Brent Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's King. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh, unblockable there as he got in there to make the stop behind the line.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Fields going to keep it once more.
Able to... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now Fields.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Second catch for him today. They'll wind up the 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
On 3rd and very short, I guess I'm a little surprised they tried to pop that to the outside.
They must have felt like there was just no space to run the ball in and decided to go wide and hope they can just find a crack, find a crease, put your foot in the ground, and get upfield. Unable to get it done.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Gould is good, and with that they take the lead here 20-17. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. On the right side, caught by Green. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on Sport. On first down, Allen over the middle. He's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And
It's down to about the 17-yard line here. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Landry, agile footwork. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down, there's the option going left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
From his end zone, Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC race time as we give you a look.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. And this is caught. He hits Moore.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact, and not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
Fields going to keep it once more. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A handoff to Barkley on the option.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, the fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th.
Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. to the air. Allen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Option play, here's Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Hall again on 2nd down.
This up right near the 45-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Brent Kern now. He's been terrific so far. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Grant. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Allen. He's got Landry.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Allen.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Allen completes it to Hilton.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Throwing is Allen.
Flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
So the Ravens now down by 7. And time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
2nd and 9 from the 44. All eyes on Fields.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Pittsburgh,
the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year.